Hello, this is DmRobG and welcome to DmRobG Reviews. This review is on Lindsey Stirling's It's Okay to Be Alone This Time of Year. It is a short video she put up on her Facebook page. I hope to do several things. One, I hope to add to her story, and two, I hope to support Lindsey because I have felt the emotions that she is feeling, and I felt them quite recently. Three, I honestly hope to encourage other people to share emotions as well. For example, I hope that more people do share their emotions and do admit that they feel them. I am tired of this harmful, hyper-masculine Andrew Tate style, too manly to feel emotions bullcrap, because that's not true. That is basically killing a lot of men, whether they know it or not. But just so you know, OBS did not record this video as it was supposed to be. I don't know why, but it's jumping around quite well, and the sound cuts off for that first 4 seconds of the video. But throughout this video, I will share several emotions and several memories that I hope people will find supportive, and let's begin.
One that has a history of getting lonely and maybe even a little bit sad at this time of year. So earlier this year, back in February, one of my sisters invited me to spend Christmas with her and her family this year. And I remember when she invited me, my very first thought, oddly, was, I'm gonna have someone this year. I'm gonna have like my other half. I'm not gonna be lonely. I remember thinking that was odd, but I've learned to trust my instincts because usually, like, I'm pretty spot on with those. And so I'm not gonna lie, all through this year I kept thinking I'm gonna meet someone, like I'm gonna meet my person this year. However, as the year progressed, that did not happen. I finally just kind of...
Now, I'm gonna mention this, but I've had these intuitions as well. Sometimes they do come true. Oh, quiet. Sometimes they do come true, sometimes they don't. Like recently, this past Thanksgiving, you know, all my brothers and sisters basically have relationships, you know, and I'm sitting there alone. And I will get into that later on, but basically I get the feeling that that I'm going to have someone next year, someone special. I don't know if that's true, but here's the caveat. I've had dreams that have come true before. Like I was working at a steel mill at one point, and I worked in the maintenance shop. In this dream, I'm in the maintenance shop, and all the maintenance guys are surrounding me in a semicircle. Every single one of them is staring at me. One of them says, "Hey, when's your last day?" And then I woke up. 2 weeks later, I was let go. I mean, this isn't the only dream that's come true. There was one dream I had where, at the time, I was confused. But I was in a warehouse full of cloth. I was with 2 other people. I remember working, folding cloth. And I remember in this dream thinking, this is my last day. Cue about 3 years later, I worked for a wedding planning place. We would go out and basically like hang wedding decorations, namely cloth. I was in their cloth warehouse folding cloth. The other 2 didn't like to work. I was working by myself. And the boss came in and he was pissed because so little had been done. Because quite frankly, I'm here folding cloth and we all got sent home. I get the call later that day that we were all fired. I mean, now the one that troubles me the most is one I had about 6 years ago. I remember a woman standing on a stage in front of a drum kit. She turns to me and says, "Will you hurry up and make a YouTube channel? I can't wait to meet you." Now that dream has not come true yet. But here's the problem with like intuitions. They are guides and they are not 100% positives. Yes, I'm sure Lindsey is on the ball, but I don't know what her work schedule is. It might be like with me. My problem was that after I had that dream, I felt it was set. I did not work on myself. I did not go out much. So when I went to start my YouTube channel, I would have very severe panic attacks because of my obsessive compulsive disorder. And I would keep pushing it off, and I never really got started until this year. And I regret that greatly. So, I mean, like dreams and intuitions like that, they only come true if you somewhat work hard to achieve them. Like with me. Well, I can get into that later.
I chalked it up to like, it's fine, I can be wrong. But now that we're at the holidays and I'm seeing everyone with their significant others and their kids, I've had the thought multiple times of like, I feel so good with myself right now. I feel so whole. And it hit me the other day that like, actually, I don't think I was wrong. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, but like, I think that feeling wasn't about like me finding the love of my life to fill me up. I think that the person that I was gonna have this year for Christmas, sorry, I think it was me. I know that I'm enough. Like I am my other half. This season of my life, I have had so much joy in choosing to focus on and the love that is in my life rather than focusing on the love that isn't.
Okay, so to mention that, remember that dream that I had? My problem was that I had very severe OCD. Like I would start and I would constantly get thoughts of I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And that delayed my channel. I wasted so much time on those thoughts. But it's like Lindsey said, she feels so much better about herself. What I came to realize is that these intrusive thoughts were from low self-esteem. They were from inexperience. If I dealt with that point of view instead of trying to run away from them, I would be in a much better spot right now. Financially, emotionally, and probably romantically. Okay, possibly romantically. I don't know that for sure. But here's the thing. A lot of these intrusive thoughts relate to my low self-esteem. I did not feel good about myself. I felt alone. If I'd worked on myself, I would not have those thoughts. And I would not have those thoughts. Like that woman in that dream, recently she's been really central to those intrusive thoughts. You know, I've been too slow, so she's with somebody else. She doesn't see anything worth in me. Like, it's things like that where as I built myself up, I'm in a much better spot at fighting those. I mean, it used to be where I would be so afraid that I would just try to distract myself, and it wasn't working. And I still did it. And basically I have nothing to show for that part. But here's the thing. Now that I'm working on myself, it's like what Lindsey said. I feel better. I feel more whole than I did. I was looking for someone to make me feel good, and not concentrating on making me feel good myself. No one's going to find me attractive, and no one's going to say you attractive if you don't feel good about yourself. I mean, that's a real good way to get codependent personality disorder, where two people are so emotionally invested in one another, they need one another because they cannot function without them. Like, I remember leaving one of my apartments, and it was just so dirty, so trashy, that I hurt cleaning it up because I did not realize I'd been that depressed. I'd been living like that. It sucked cleaning up, and it was a wake-up call, and I wish I'd had one sooner. But everyone, please give yourself a present and work. Give yourself a present and work on yourself. And if you have been, congratulations. You are in a lot better place than I was even a year ago. I mean, even the title of her video, which is, hang on a second, I need my glasses. Even the title of her video, it's okay to feel lonely at this time of year. I think it's possible to feel so much love and gratitude at the same time, feel the longing for things you've always wanted. I'm sure there will be moments this time of year where I wish I had someone or my own kiddos. In these moments, I'll acknowledge and then refocus on my immense gratitude. That's something I needed to be working on. I mean, like, both my parents are still alive. I am grateful for that. Dad and Mom, I love you, and I love my family. And it's okay to say that. I mean, I know people who have lost theirs and can't talk to their parents anymore, and they regret not saying it more often. So I'm saying it now for all the world to hear. But everyone, please take these messages to heart. It's okay to feel emotions. It's okay to feel hurt. It's okay to feel lonely. If you helped to work, and if you were to say work on yourself, get out there, it's fine to feel anxiety. You you need to make the choices I did not make a year ago and push through it. And Lindsey, I say this with a vain hope that somehow you see this video and reaction. I hope you find your person. I don't care who it is. You will always have my support. Always. And I hope I find my person. Preferably, both of us find our people next year. And everyone, please have fun, and I hope you find your person as well. And enjoy. Now have fun and enjoy.